They can't live without me, I can't live without them.
That's Wei Zheng and his children. They're worried he will be sent back to China when President-elect Donald Trump takes office.
If my dad were to be deported, it'd tear our entire family up.
He's just my emotional help, he's my physical help, he's our financial help, he's just our dad.
Just thinking about the things that would happen, the hardships that would emerge from my dad's loss, his deportation.
It's an emotional topic for the family. Wei says he immigrated from China more than 30 years ago.
My mom brought me here when I was 17. I got my B2 visa from Hong Kong, and I overstayed my visa.
Wei is now married to an American and has gotten several work permits over the years. He's been an electrician and has owned restaurants in the area. He claims he's applied for green cards and visas, but he says there have been complications along the way.
Every time I tried to get my legal paper right, I always got denied.
Now he's working with attorney Michael Piston out of New York. Piston says recently he's gotten an influx of calls.
There are people who are very concerned about this issue, and yes, we've gotten quite a few calls about it.
President-elect Trump has promised mass deportations once he takes office. Recently, he said criminals will be deported first. But for people like Wei, who is not considered a criminal, hearing mass deportations is worrying. Piston says removing immigrants out of the country is not a quick process.
We tell the people who do not have orders of removal that their concerns are premature because they cannot be removed unless they have a final order of removal.
He says as of now, that process can take years. But for those who do have a final order,
then I would say, put your affairs in order because it is quite possible that you will be removed. And in many cases, there will be nothing that can be done about that.
Wei says he's had a final deportation order for the last 15 years, meaning at any point he could have been deported. But for more than a decade, he's had a check-in with ICE, and he's hoping he doesn't have to leave his home and his family behind.
Asking President Trump not to do mass deportations. Please look at every case differently, not just close your eye and say zero tolerance.
Piston points out there are a number of immigration lawyers and nonprofits that can help anyone dealing with a similar situation. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services has several resources on this website. You can find more on our website, WTWell.com. Reporting in studio, Andra Knowles, WTWell 11.